Hey guys, and welcome to my top 5 list of maps submitted to the Farming Simulator 17 Mod Contest Best Map category. This is my own personal top 5 list. I ask that you be respectful of my views and comments, as I wanted to wrap up the Mod Contest playlist with what I feel are the 5 best maps submitted to the Best Map category. No doubt you will have a different set of maps that you feel are the best. Please feel free to put your own top 5 list in the comments. I do ask that you limit your list to only those maps submitted to the contest, and this list by no means is the list of my top 5 Farming Simulator 17 maps in general. I am very interested to know what kinds of maps you, the viewers, feel are the best, and if you can give me some reasons, that will help me out even more in selecting maps in the future. But before we get into the top 5 list, I want to give an honorable mention to these 4 maps for which I feel, for all intents and purposes, could be included in this list, but alas, this is a top 5 list, not a top 10. These are all listed in alphabetical order. Downland Farms. Based around actual farmland in Yorkshire, UK, some of the highlights of this map include a unique starting point at a local train station, and to that extent, an animated passenger train that speeds through the countryside on an elevated rail, a castle ruin to explore, 4 farms, one of each for each animal, and an arable farm, wonderful flowing fields of all sorts of natural shapes. Forgotten Valley. A superb small map in its own regard, this map is set in a valley with mountains on all sides, winding narrow roads with wonderful elevation changes throughout the map, plenty of forestry areas to keep one busy while waiting for your crops to mature, and fields of fairly square shapes, so they will be easy for hired help and horseplay. Le Bout du Monde, or as translated, the End of the World, according to Google Translate, is a map set in the French countryside, with 3 separate farms and 3 extra crops, oat, rye, and alfalfa. This map has an enhanced cow diet to include alfalfa as a substitute for grass, and processed alfalfa pellets as power food. While I had difficulty in finding the pellet production facility in my review of this map, I later was informed that the map creator modified the compost master to make the pellets. This map features wonderful rolling hills and realistic fields that include some with groves of trees in the middle of the lowlands. On the Hills. Another small to medium-sized map with rolling hills, unique fields where some include groves of trees and rock outcroppings in the middle of them, outstanding forestry areas with trees that are not quite straight, a unique road setup which includes multiple tunnels through the higher hills on the map. Toward the top of the map, there is a wonderful picnic spot overlooking the farmland, and your farm to the south. Number 5, Winsbach. This map includes wonderful rolling fields and roads that meander through the countryside, an amazing dense forest all throughout the map, with excellent roads that go between it, and little tidbits of wonder defined within the forest. 4 separate farm areas, one for each animal and an arable farm, and the map just has that right feel. Just feels correct. I just love the way that there are fields that are buried deep back into the woods. As you drive into them, they just open up into a wonderful clearing. Just reminds me of my childhood, as I recall working on the family farm, driving through a forest to get to a little small patch of field to harvest. Number 4, Dusty Cove. This is the only map submitted to the map contest that is seasons ready. That means that it has the snow mask and is ready to be used with seasons so that you get the full effect of the seasons mod. A unique feel throughout the entire map that I call rustic. It's just begging to use small equipment that's been around for a little bit and well aged. A unique map setup where the map is split down the middle and you can only get to either side through one of 2 different bridges. We've got a wonderful river running through the map with a nice sandy beach opening up into a great saltwater cove and an animated boat that comes in and out of the cove. This map is a medium-sized map with a big map feel. Be careful that you don't get the bug to buy too big of equipment because the roads are tight, narrow, and windy. This map includes a large forestry area in the upper right. It's sequestered away, so those of you that don't want to do forestry don't need to be bothered with it. But if you do want to do forestry, everything is at your fingertips. The sawmill's right there, large forest, plenty of elevation changes to give you plenty of challenges to get your trees. Number 3, East Coast Hills. What can I say? It just feels like home. Given that this map is based in East Canada and I'm based in the east of the US, this map just has a hometown feel to me. Just feels right. Overall, the map has medium-sized fields, perfect for in-game equipment. Not too big to make you feel like you need the giant big bud pack, but not too small either. This map includes a variety of sell points scattered throughout the map that just requires you to explore the entire map in order to sell your product. Unlike some maps where the sell points are centered around just a specific area. And finally, this map includes nice rolling fields that are AI friendly for hired help. Coming in at number 2, we have Ballymoon Castle. How can you not love this map? It's heart-shaped. This map has all kinds of new and innovative elements to the map. It includes the forge machine at the cow farm, the animal buy point where you have the animations. Wonderful animations throughout the entire map. Amazing details. And the eye candy in general. You could sit all day, look at this map, and never get bored. And coming in at number 1 is Slavic Village. Now hear me out because I know I'm going to get a lot of flack for this. This map has an amazing level of detail. In the town areas themselves, you'll find every backyard has a garden. Every backyard has all kinds of manipulatable items that you can pick up and move around by hand. In the forestry area, you'll be driving through and you'll find a little nugget of gold. Not the literal nuggets of gold, but little nuggets of gold of details. There's an amazing amount of detail at the sawmill. If you never do forestry, you'll never see the details at the sawmill. This map has large open fields that are very easy to use for hired help. A large forestry area on the west side of the map. And within that forestry area are all kinds of details. You might find a small shack with all kinds of little movable objects, as I've said before. You'll be driving along and all of a sudden there's a clearing with a small grass field. And while the description says that this map is based in the Slavic Republic, it could very easily be substituted for any place in the United States that is economically depressed, minus of course the signs on some of the buildings. This map has a large open farm in the middle of the map, with ample space for placeable objects, something that was severely lacking in many of the maps submitted in the mod contest. And finally, I come back to the details. This map is loaded with details. Everywhere there are ample details. Just look at Mary's farm. All kinds of objects placed all over the place. It's very clear that this is a very busy, very cluttered sell point. There's details in everything. There's an amazing conveyor setup at the train yard to offload and unload potatoes and sugar beets. While I feel in general the winner of the mod contest should be the Seasons mod, if there is a winner for the best map, this is it. I feel that the Slavic Village is the best map submitted to the mod contest in the best map category. And now that I've spilled my beans on what I feel is the best map, what are the top 5 maps, let's hear what you have to say. I'm eager to hear what kind of comments you have related to my lineup, as well as the kind of maps that you think deserve top honors in the best map category.